right, Dave Blaze. Big show.
Yeah. First, let me start off by saying this.
Yeah.
We love all our audience, our followers, our readers, our subscribers, to the Dispatch, to the magazines. You guys are all fantastic. We love you. We'll do anything for you within reason. Gene will do anything for you within reason.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys are absolutely fantastic. We wouldn't be here without you people.
Yes, and
Darren, Tracy, great.
Right, and so you guys know we will simulcast this on a couple of different platforms, including TikTok, kind of like that. There's behind the scenes, but people are saying hi. Rev, Kevin is saying hi. Rev, okay. So
all right.
What's going on?
Rev, Phil is here. Daniel, of course, good. Tracy, Darren, good to see Darren. Darren's been going through a lot lately, and thank you all for your prayers concerning Darren. Things are looking up. He'll update you if he's led to.
Okay. Before we get going, I just want to pull up the the poll so people could go there.
Oh yeah.
We do have a poll. This is at georgemagazine.com. Overall, do you approve or disapprove of the way Donald Trump is handling his job as president? Please vote. This is at georgemagazine.com.
Yeah.
I think
Steve Bannon and all his partners voted no. We hate him.
Do you know the current score or no?
No.
Okay.
I haven't checked.
Okay. What do you want to do? What do you want to start with this, Dave?
What I want to start with is Steve Bannon just put out an explanation of his trove of messages on the Epstein files.
Right, and that was a big surprise.
Yep. Right, and basically what he said, what was written about what he said was that he's a filmmaker. He's a filmmaker, and he was looking to make a great documentary, so he had to ingratiate himself with Epstein and so on, right? But see, the problem is that doesn't sync up to the messages that are in those files where they conspired over long periods of time to torpedo the Trump administration.
Right. That is the surprise takeaway. It is the big surprise takeaway. And we talked about it. We filmed the show earlier today. Dave, this is not part of the thing, but there's a 1-minute video of Ben Shapiro talking about this. You want me to go ahead and play it?
Roll the video.
Okay. There, all right, here we go, guys.
There's a person who's escaped scrutiny, which is sort of astonishing because his name is Steve Bannon. Bannon is a person who promotes the great conspiracy theory of society while directly benefiting from it. Steve Bannon was in the room. Steve Bannon was working with Jeffrey Epstein. Steve Bannon was planning to produce a pro-Epstein documentary literally the day that Epstein was arrested for sex trafficking.
What are you, class 3 sexual predator?
Tier 1.
What's tier 1's the highest and worst?
No, I'm the lowest. I'm the lowest.
You're the lowest. Okay, tier 1, you're the lowest. But a criminal.
Yes.
This is what Steve Bannon was doing with his time after he was ousted from the Trump administration, was figuring out ways to rehab Jeffrey Epstein. Deep thoughts with these geniuses, deep thoughts with these moral exemplars, which is what you need to hear from a guy who is trafficking in minors and a lifelong grifter. There are a lot of accompanying texts, all in the Epstein files, showing the deep relationship between Bannon and Epstein. Early 2018, Steve Bannon, quote, "How was Paris Fashion Week?" Jeffrey Epstein, quote, "There's nothing left in my testicles but a speck of dust and a puff of air." May 2019, Steve Bannon booking plane tickets to the island. July 2019, Bannon asking Epstein if they could film on the island. Just disgusting.
Okay, so
see what I mean? They don't. What Bannon's excuse now, and the other thing is, the lazy person that wrote up that did the write up of his statement.
Right. Oh, yes. You got to listen to this.
So here's the interesting thing.
Yep. This part is interesting.
An M dash, which is a double length dash, is nowhere to be found on any keyboard. Okay. Normal people that are typing in a word processor or whatever are not going to take the time to use an M dash. But artificial intelligence, whether it's Copilot or ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, they love M dashes, love them, put them in all over the place. You have to be a contortionist to type out an M dash. right? It's like 4 keys you have to press at the same time. So no one is doing that. So at least if you're going to put out an excuse and write up a statement about him, because the guy that wrote up the statement works for Bannon. If you're going to do that, take out the M dashes, you dope.
Right. So everyone is clear on this. About 2 months ago, Dave Lace lit up the internet because he says, listen, if you have an M dash, that's not the short dash, but it's a long dash that basically either only AI can do or you can do, but it's something like Shift, FN, P, whatever it is to get that thing.
It's 4 keys you got to press.
Once you told everybody, is like, hey, by the way, all these people, AI. And then it stopped because people are like, whoa, George Magazine is on to us. Evidently, Bannon didn't know because either that or he knows how to do the M dash. Right? But he has on that is not only that it's explanation, but it's either AI or he could know how to do the M dash.
Right. And you know, they're all like that. When you see these long posts by, you know, network members, by the MAGA influencer fat behind networking, they all use you'll see the M dashes sprinkled in because it's not them actually writing it. They feed a prompt into the AI and they get something spouted out and they copy and paste it. That's what they're doing.
Or maybe this is just a hypothetical. Someone is telling them, post this, post this, post this.
That's right.
Written through that.
Right. Or they have some program that's doing it.
Okay, really quick. I just want to weigh in on this because people are already starting to talk about it, and I'll just do it. There is a prominent preacher, and in his band, one of his guitar players has been caught in a predator sting. Let's just say it for minors, and is already arrested with that. It's going to be coming out. He's already arrested. And we already talked to the person that did this, but he traveled from Arkansas all the way to Illinois, and they have him with all the.
And how old is he?
He is 25, and he was traveling to Illinois to have, I won't even say what, but with a 14-year-old, because I just want to be like.
Yeah. Once we get the link to the sheriff's report and so on, because. Gene was very astute, and see, this is what real journalism is. You know, Gene picked up the phone, called the guy directly, called him back. Gene and I happened to be on a conference call together discussing various things. The guy calls back. We were both on the phone with him. Gene did the speaking, and you know, he's going to send us all the information as soon as everything is made public. Right. And we might even be doing an interview with him or an article or whatever.
Right, he's doing what you're supposed to be doing. And the other thing about it, this is what it is when pastors get warned that there are wolves in the congregation and you ignore that. Right. And then this happens. This is a guitar player in a very prominent preacher's band.
Yeah. So apparently, now the congregation is where, Gene?
Oh, it is in Arkansas.
Yes.
Specifically. Yeah.
So everybody knows who we're talking about. Yeah. And apparently there's no vetting process for people who are going to play in this band. Right?
Well, I'm sure there is, but it's based upon talent, not upon merit of your spirituality, I guess. Who knows?
Okay, but this is the same assembly where they have security guards,
right?
And they have ex-police, or they have off-duty law enforcement and all of that.
Yeah.
Right? Security cameras, right? And no vetting process. So
right there on the stage,
you could be an axe murderer and be in the band.
Right. Well, this is it's news and it's coming out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're all upset. We're upset about everything. We're upset about everything today. And you know, it's just.
Yeah. You know, just a comment like Christina said here on my TikTok that in her church there's like a security check or whatever. You're putting there as on the stage as a person. People feel comfortable. Hey, there's someone I could spend my daughter could be with him, and whatever. Yes, you got to be careful, but it's like you feel, well, the shepherd's watching out for everybody.
Right.
All right.
Right. Not in this assembly.
Right. Evidently not, even though they were warned.
Yeah.
To that. Okay, we got to get going. There's a lot of good videos, and if we go a little bit over, it's all good. Here's the first one. Remember, this is from the Dispatch. Get it free at georgemagazine.com. This was a lead story. We're going to talk about it now. Okay, Dave Blaze, I'll read it carefully.
Yeah.
Vows to present irrefutable legal arguments to require voter ID notices without Congress. So this is all right. I'll just explain how Donald Trump works. The way Donald Trump works is he finds a workaround so he could go around, but it's all legal. What he does, and he's doing that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not. How could he enforce that on the states if it's?
Oh, he didn't reveal it yet,
legal?
but can I show you what he did with birthright citizenship? This is Donald Trump.
Okay.
Wait till you. All right, here we go. 35 seconds.
Trump sees things very differently. He describes birthright citizenship as
obviously a magnet helping draw the flood of illegals across our borders.
he's promised to sign an executive order to change things no matter what the Constitution says.
Under the correct interpretation of the law, going forward, the future children of illegal aliens will not receive automatic U.S. citizenship.
An executive order is definitely going to face a court fight. But if Trump actually wants to change the Constitution, it's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
All right.
He's not. He has no interest in changing the Constitution. Has that happened yet?
No, I mean, it just basically, he just wants to get it done his way. I hate to be like this, but he's going to find a workaround. And I think he's going to do this with this.
Yeah. See, the thing is, we have, how many millions of people do we have in the United States, Gene?
Oh, my goodness. All right.
360 million.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, I know.
I'll ask you like an attorney, right? So we have 360 million people. How many babies are born to undocumented immigrants each year in the United States?
About 250,000. 250,000.
So 250,000. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And at the current time, we give them citizenship, the baby.
Right. It's called birthright citizenship. Yes.
Right. It's called birthright citizenship. So you're an immigrant. You come here. You got your green card. You're working, paying taxes, and so on. And you meet a nice girl, and you have a child. Right. So are you saying that child should not be a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Think of everything.
This is a straw man argument.
No, it's not. It's an actual argument.
Okay. Well, the point is, what Trump is trying to avoid, all right, is someone that says, "Oh, I think I'll go on vacation in Mexico, from Mexico to United States or something." When you know you're 9 months pregnant, about to have a baby, and then you're like, "Oh, look at this, I have a baby," and that baby.
How many actual instances are there of that specific, very specific occurrence? You know,
2 a year. 2 a year.
That's probably what it is, right? So what I'm getting at is, I know in our audience there are multitudes of people whose parents were not born here, and they immigrated here. They got together, or they met someone here, and they had a child, and that child is you, and you're a U.S. citizen.
He's trying to stop the abuse.
I get it, but that's not. I understand that, and that's Trump's chaotic first volley. After all of the open border years of everybody before Trump, we needed to take a break. Let's shut everything down, pause, catch our breath, and we need immigration reform. If people are willing to come to the country, drag themselves over some of the worst terrain known on earth to get here, and then there has to be an actual straightforward method.
Later on. We want this later on, not now, right? All right.
I mean, because are you having more children?
No. Maybe. All right.
So we have an aging population. Now think about this. We have an aging population, right? And we're shutting down immigration.
All right. Can we hit the next topic before we talk?
No, let's stay with this for a minute because this is a hot button issue. And the thing is,
No.
we need to have a very humane way of doing this.
I get it.
And the imbeciles in Congress, yes, AOC, Bernie, and all the people on the right too. They're all a bunch of knuckleheads who don't want to touch this because it's too hot for them.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Let's move on.
We need reform. We need more judges. We need more courts. It has to be reformed. If we're going to grow and strive as a nation, there has to be reforms to immigration, and they're not doing it.
Okay, let's do the next one. And we talked about this earlier. Here we go. From the Dispatch, Trump pushes Michael Whatley, North Carolina Senate bid during Fort Bragg troop visit. Basically, Trump is already campaigning for him. He had this event. He invited to the event. As you know, I know Michael Whatley very well because we worked a lot together in the 2016 campaign. And he, if you remember, was the RNC director. So at one time,
co-chair with Larry.
Co-chair with Laura Trump. Correct. Sorry, I stand corrected. Okay.
So and let me note that our favorite band of outlaw network, the MAGA influencers on X, they hated that guy.
I remember them actively going against him, but he is a Trump loyalist. Now, this is going to be tough, and this is the one to watch. This is the election to watch. Remember, this was Tom Tillis's seat, and Tom Tillis is stepping down. 30 seconds. You're going to love this one. Here we go.
It's his candidacy, but I think all eyes are on former Governor Roy Cooper. He would bring the power of having won statewide consistently to this race. He is probably what Democrats in D.C. see as the most powerful candidate to take back this seat. Remember that in midterms, the president's party usually loses seats in Congress.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a tough seat, and they have a chance of losing it. And I get it because in the last election, Trump won it, but they lost the governorship. Yep. Right. Granted, it was not the best candidate in the world, but they did.
Well, I mean, what's your stance on Cooper? You know that part of the country better than I do. So does North Carolinians love Cooper, or what's the story?
Oh yeah. Okay, let me just. I have to put it plainly for you. Governor Cooper. He's more of a centrist, so he knows to work with both. Yes, I know someone's going to say like, oh no, he believes in this. He knows how to work on both sides of the aisle, and he was a very popular governor. I'm just saying.
All right, so that's going to be a tough swing, especially because at the same time that Trump is trying to campaign for Whatley, right? Now the network is leaking news stories out there that Lindsey Graham wants to bring in Trey Gowdy to replace Pam Bondi.
Right. Oh, wow.
Okay. So that's see what I'm saying? So it's like with these people in this network, you're playing whack-a-mole. Once you smack them down in one spot, another one pops up over somewhere else. Lindsey Graham has no intention of replacing Pam Bondi. We do not want to replace the Attorney General.
Right.
Now, why don't we want to replace the Attorney General, Gene?
Because the Attorney General is doing, I hate to use the word, but the bidding of Donald Trump, actively going after the so-called deep state. And if people are saying, especially on the MAGA side, we hate her, she's bad, just makes you wonder. It really does.
Right. But also, let's say, hypothetically, the Democrats take over the House and they go to the Attorney General and they want a special counsel.
Yeah. Right.
To investigate Trump.
Right. Right now, and I'll say this again, okay? The first administration, look at how many people that were fired between 2017, 2018, tons of them. So far, the first year, no firings of the cabinet because Donald Trump has his his act together with this. And you have to remember, there was Bannon advising Trump during that first time.
All right, so let me answer the question. So in the first administration, you had Jeff Sessions, who ran and hid under every rock he could possibly find. Okay? The guy was a coward to a level we have never seen. So Sessions recused himself like immediately on day one. Oh, you're the Attorney General. I recused myself. Okay, so he's out. So then you had Ed Rosenstein. Rosenstein, as the acting Attorney General, is the one that pushed forward the special counsel, because a special counsel must be appointed by the Attorney General. You think Pam Bondi is going to appoint a special counsel if the Democrats go, we want a special counsel? She's going to go, no.
Right.
And that's why the MAGA idiots on X want to get rid of Pam Bondi. See, they know that after the midterms, they're done. If the Republicans win the House and the Senate, these MAGA creeps are finished.
Okay. All right. Let's do this really quick, Dave. If I could take just 1 minute to put myself on mute. All right, here we go.
All right. I'm going to see. Let's see. Who do we have here? We got all the people. Tracy and Darren. Phil. Good. Daniel. Yeah, I already said hello to you, Dan. He's a good guy. Ginger. Tracy. Lorianne. Fantastic. Beverly. It's good to see you. Good to see you here. All right. Let's see. Donna. Great. How's the frozen tundra up there, Donna? Donna's from our northern neighbors in Canada. All right. Stella. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Who else we got? Mary Elizabeth. Most people don't know how to create M dashes in a Word doc. It's so suspicious. Yeah. Listen, nobody is taking the time. Nobody's taking the time to do the M dash. And I know you hit dash twice and then a space in a word processor. People aren't doing that.
Okay.
All
right.
Let's see. Well, let's see. I got Bob Bottolata. All right. Who is the sicko? We'll reveal it once it's posted in the once it's posted online in the sheriff's department.
Yeah, and we already talked to the people. It's already on. It's already out on YouTube.
Wheels are in motion.
Wheels are in motion.
All right, let's see. Stella, they go to church and say, yeah, that's right, Stella. All right, 369 Missouri. I found you. Great.
Okay. Dave, let me just tell.
What do you have a date? Wait a minute. You two.
I got it. We got 3 more stories to do.
We don't have anything. Robin Cooley, just popping in to say hello. April, of course. Great. Hold on. All right. I think if I missed anybody, I apologize. You people are wonderful.
Okay.
You're obviously you got to be somewhere.
All right. This is how you get the dispatch here. All right.
Yes.
Hey friends, I want to tell you about the dispatch. Some of you guys already know about this, but you're going to love it. Basically, every weekday morning, you get emailed to you the day's leading stories, curated personally by me, Dave Blaze, and the rest of the George Magazine team. Very simply, it goes into your email. You can browse them very quickly, find out the day's top stories so you can get on with your day. So go to georgemagazine.com. You'll see there the dispatch link in the menu. Sign up, and then every weekday morning before 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, you get this email in your inbox, and you can read it, know what's relevant for today, and get started with your day. Okay, so we got that there. All right.
Gene, somebody that we grew up watching in movies, Robert Duvall just passed away, 95.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dave, let's do this one right here. This is a hot topic here. Project Looking Glass. This is our From Time Travel to the Great Tribulation. This is a must see. When I say that, is not only the article there, but it's a video going along with this. Hot topic. If you haven't gone to projectlookingglass.org yet, but here, Dave, I'm going to show you a clip from the article.
Yeah.
Here we go.
How would you even use it? What does it really mean to have the power to see what's coming around the corner? So the first thing the looking glass operators supposedly discovered was that the future isn't some movie that's already been written. Nope, it's more like a shimmering, shifting cloud of probabilities, every single possible outcome all existing at once. The device didn't show them what will happen, it showed them a crazy, complex map of what could happen, and just how easy it was to nudge events one way or another.
I mean, think about the strategic implications. They're almost limitless. The article claims the device was used to see the probable outcomes of battles before a single shot was fired, to stop threats years in advance, to navigate financial meltdowns, and to figure out which technologies were absolutely going to be game changers.
Okay.
Right,
Go ahead.
Hold on. Very important points. Number one, it's time, and all of this is not like a movie that's been written. Okay. And then when you can understand this whole dynamic, you then realize, or maybe you didn't realize it before, but now you can see the power of prayer. That if, as a believer, if you're praying and you have access to the throne of grace of God Almighty, and you can make your petitions known, do you see how now the outlook and the future is like shifting, and those little nudges, God can make things happen.
No, this is one of those must-see articles. And by the way, you could go, if you get the dispatch, we sent it out this morning, but it's up on georgemagazine.com, right?
Yeah. The article's up there as a feature article. You can read the full article, but you could also watch that video. But just realize, Gene and I have been talking about this for quite a while. We have projectlookingglass.org up there, and we've told you numerous times that looking into the future, it's like a dark sea that's moving around constantly, and nothing is fixed.
Right.
So that means the power of prayer is a big thing. I'm just saying.
You are getting a lot of positive reactions from like Trust and one of the persons they trust. They like what you just said. Amen to that. Okay,
yeah.
Dave. This one we're going to talk about here. It's a big thing. I don't think people realize how big this is. This is with the nukes. Let me do this. Okay, if you guys could understand, this is from how big of a story this is. This is from the Dispatch. Now it says Department of War transports next generation reactor in nuclear energy milestone. And this, guys, is probably actually the biggest story of what we're covering today as far as how this changes the military outlook here. Okay.
Yeah, because what happens is, if they, let's say our guys are deployed, and we have to set up a temporary base of operations.
Right.
Instead of trying to build out, which takes quite a while, an infrastructure to have power and electricity, you drop one of these things in.
Right. To give you an idea, if you went camping, right, and sometimes people go camping today, they have these new battery packs, right? You don't have to have a generator, gasoline to hook it up. But it's nuclear. Dave, this video is only 15 seconds, but they transported this on a C-17.
Yeah.
And they could just drop this in. Let's say that they're in Greenland and they're doing a base camp. They could drop this in and then power the whole base.
Right.
But look at how small this is. This is not it, but this is the plane dropping off Humvees.
Yeah, and it's small. Obviously, this thing is smaller than a Humvee.
Right. Okay. Watch this. These are the Humvees. It's only 15 seconds. That is just amazing. Could you imagine those are nuclear reactors or be similar to that?
Right. You know how well made those Humvees have to be be dropped out of an airplane. I mean, it's not like the Humvee when it lands and it lands and rolls. or anything. It just plops down on the ground like a boom, 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 boom. And
the parachute technology must be amazing. Anyway, this is honestly, this is your tax dollars at work bring this stuff together.
Yeah, unless you need tax dollars to pay the rent, or you need a little bit more money income every month, then we need now we need to find out how we're paying for it.
Willow, yes, it's amazing. Okay. Dave, I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. This video, I've been talking about it all day. The Winnie.
Oh my goodness, great! Listen, let me first tell the folks. So Gene first shows me this article last evening, and he says, "Oh, it's Winnie. It's Winnie," and I'm like, "Winnie, Winnie the Pooh?" I didn't know who in the world he was talking about. And I look at the article, I'm like, "Oh, this guy had a crush on her growing up. That's what this is all about."
No
crush.
Fall
in love with her when you were 8?
No, it's okay. All right, you know what? Let's do it. Here we go.
Most guys had Farrah Fawcett up on the wall. This guy had Winnie.
No, okay. This is from the Wonder Years. This is Winnie, Danica McClellar. She is now. Okay. Well, okay. Well, anyway, the most amazing thing about her, and you guys will remember her, is that whole cast has done great. Look at what happened to all these other shows, the kid shows, so to speak. I mean, not all of them, but they went crazy. Okay, here we go. This is from 9 years ago, but it's still pretty good. Here we go.
Is great. What actually, I mean, we knew you were obsessed with each other on and off, right? Did you ultimately
on and off?
On and off.
With each other? Off?
No, on the show. I'm sorry, Kevin. She's so beautiful.
This was the love of my life, of course. Yes.
You were hot and cold sometimes, I think, with Kevin, right?
Yeah. No, and people would stop me on the street and saying, "Why did you break up with him?" Like,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's not me, I swear.
Did you guys ever date off camera? No. We were always close. We grew up together, so always close, but never like that.
I
They
buy that.
They all did well. Dave, they all did well.
I know they did well and all that. I get that, Gene. But I'm not buying that there was no hanky-panky going. Come on. We all grew up together. We were really entrenched, but we did.
You ever see the Brady Bunch ones? The Brady Bunch ones.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch. I've seen them all. David Cassidy and Susan Day. And she's like my sister. And all. Yeah, okay.
All right. Really quick, I just want to thank all the moderators.
All teenagers growing up on a sitcom. Nothing's going on.
Tracy, thank you. All the moderators, thank you. All right, Dave Blaze, we're back tomorrow. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Yeah, we're back tomorrow, and we're going to have more of this because this Epstein thing with Bannon and the continuing story about the look. The thing about the guy that we spoke with today, Gene. Here's the important part.
Yeah. Go ahead, do this.
The important part to remember is that here is a team of people. He's the leader of the team, but they're actually out there doing something. They're actually out there trying to save the children, right? They're actually doing it. They're not sitting in an office going, "We're going to fight for your children. Send us $100." They're not doing that. These guys actually got boots on the ground doing the work.
He was a former pro fighter, and he is just like, okay, this is how I could help. And anyway, there's a lot more to talk about this.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave Blaze, we did it. And it's wonderful. Okay, guys, once again, if you could go to georgemagazine.com, go sign up for the Dispatch. And also, depending on where you're working watching this at, go to YouTube. And if you could go search for American Post Podcast, you'll see the George logo just like up here. And just sign up for subscriptions.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, and we will talk with you tomorrow. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.